Hi YouTube, it's Molly again. I'm going to do another video on fears today. And today I want to cover the fear that I have that I'm setting myself up for failure. The second is going to be about maintenance if I ever reach my goal. And then how my body is going to look after I've lost all of this weight. So first of all, setting yourself up for failure. I know a lot of people who've had weight loss surgery. It's all of our last resorts. So we've got so many diets under our belt where they didn't work. If they worked, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be having surgery. So in a way, it almost seems like I'm setting myself up for failure in that nothing has worked up to this point. And when I start diets and things recently, you just have it in your mind that it's not going to work. It's just another diet. It's not going to work for me. And I'd like to think that I've prepared myself incredibly well for the surgery. And knowing that it is the best chance that I have to regain a normal life and live a long, healthy life, I know that I'm going to put my all into, getting healthy and eating right and exercising. I'm going to give it my all to the surgery. But still in the back of your mind, sometimes, especially a surgery comes up, you get that little what if, what if this is just another one of those things that doesn't work. So it's not a huge fear. I feel like this is the best chance that I have, and I know I'm going to give it my all. But it's definitely there. It's a thought that you have from time to time. And I know a lot of people have said the same thing. I've talked to people, but for the most part, after you have the surgery and the weight starts coming off, that kind of goes away. The next thing is maintenance. So even, if I get to my goal, which is about half of what I am right now. So I'm 360 right now. My goal would be 180, which is half my size. So a huge fear is maintenance, because I know with my personality that as I start losing weight and it starts coming off, I can see the changes. I'm going to keep pushing myself harder and harder every day because I'm getting the results that I want and that I'm expecting. And when I see that happening, I'm going to keep wanting more and more. So knowing my personality, losing is going to be much easier than maintenance. And seeing those changes and most likely getting compliments from people are going to help me keep going. And then once you reach that goal and you're just maintaining, and it still takes just as much work, if not more, I feel like that's going to be a really difficult thing because you don't necessarily get the same reaction from people once you've been the same weight for a long time. That kind of support goes away, and if you're not seeing progress, it's harder to stay motivated. So I definitely think maintenance after reaching my goal will be harder than losing. And again, I've heard a lot of people say the same thing, so I know I'm not alone in these things, and it's great to have everybody's support out there, because I know that a lot of us are feeling the same way, so it's good to have all of you guys to talk to. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about in terms of fears today was how my body is going to look after weight loss surgery. And clearly I'm going to look a whole lot better. But I can tell already that once I lose the weight, I'm going to have a massive amount of extra skin. My arms are already, I don't like them. They got weird stretch marks, and there's a lot of stuff that hangs, and it's already bad, and it's only going to get worse when the fat's not there. And the same with my stomach. I got a huge gut. It's mostly right around my stomach, and I know that I'm going to have a lot of skin there. And I know that everybody says I'm young, but the fact of the matter is I weigh 360 pounds. There's gonna be extra skin. There's no way around it. Um, just because I'm young doesn't really mean anything when I'm this big. And um, and everybody says, well, you're young, you can have plastic surgery, and I've definitely thought about this a lot. I'm not going to say I'm not going to have plastic surgery if I ever reach goal, um, but I'm definitely more scared of plastic surgery than I am of weight loss surgery. Uh, I'm having a laparoscopic sleeve gastrectomy, 5 little incisions. It's not that much of a recovery time. They don't cut that much. And then when you think about the time in the operating room, I'm told 45 minutes to an hour and a half. If you look at plastic surgery, there's a whole lot more cutting and sewing things back up, and it's a lot of time in the operating room. I know people who've had 5 hours, 6 hours, 7, up to, I think somebody said they were in there 12 hours to have plastic surgery, and that's a long time to be under, and a lot of complications can come from that. So in a way, I'm more scared to have plastic surgery than I am to have the weight loss surgery. And the other part that goes into that is that I know that the weight loss surgery is going to be saving my life, because I'm going to die if I keep living the way that I am now. So the weight loss surgery is saving my life. It at this point is a life or death situation for me because I'm going downhill. But the plastic surgery after, that's purely, for the most part, cosmetic. I know there's a lot of people who get, bad infections and this and that, and it makes it hard to run if you've got a lot of skin hanging, but for the most part, it's cosmetic. And, when you think about the risk versus the reward there, it's easier to talk myself into having weight loss surgery than I think it's going to be to talk myself into having plastic surgery, if that ever becomes a consideration for me. So those are just a couple of the fears I wanted to talk about today. I'm 9 days away from starting my pre-op diet, so I'm kind of getting a little nervous about that too, but I know I have to do it, and I'm going to, and it's going to work out fine. Um, so I'm 9 days away from the pre-op diet, and then that's 23 days away from surgery. So I'm getting really excited, and I love all of your support on Facebook and on YouTube. So I can't wait to keep going on this journey with all of you guys, and I'll talk to you again soon.